Okay, let's get going. Okay, so last time we talked about big ideas, innovation, thinking exponentially, and today you guys are going to work together to put it into practice. So we try to do this lecture a little bit earlier in the year usually, so you guys get to know each other really fairly early on, but it's still September, so that's good. I know at least one of you had a bunch of questions about technology and, first of all, or innovation and how we can employ it, what it's good for, not just in the context of advancement, but for addressing big problems. And I think it was you, Sai, that we talked about this. And you were asking, does innovation always have to be high tech? And I said, stick around, come to this class, and I'm glad you're here. So I just want to start off with this slide, because we talked about bottles last time. And we talked about different uses for bottles, and we also talked about the Heinz ketchup bottle problem. But one video I didn't share with you is one of my favorite uses for a bottle, and that's a bottle as a light source. Let's make this full screen.
This thing is gonna change the way that people have light. Solar bulbs is a cheap way of allowing light to go through your roof. By putting this on the roof, it goes through the bottle. The water serves as a thick lens, and it enters. And once water hits water, it refracts. It goes 360 degrees, so it lights up a whole 35 square meter room in a very big way. That's 55 watts of free electricity. So what you save during the day, you can use for books, for school, transforming society as we know it. And if you can improve a life of a family, even in the smallest way, but make cumulatively many people be able to benefit from this, you change a whole new generation. They can read, they're better nutrition, and the same thing is you don't have to spend money where it's not necessary, and that's the gift of the solar bulb.
All right, so the point of that video was that innovation doesn't have to be high tech. And so just to kind of recap, what they did is they took bottles, they filled them with water, added some bleach so nothing would grow in there, and then they sealed them and introduced them to the poorest areas, the slums of the Philippines, where it's too expensive to power their homes, which are made of corrugated metal roofs, during the day and use the sunlight to generate 55 watts of power. So I just want to let you know and get you in that mindset that innovation can be high tech, it can be low tech, it's just thinking. The second part of the workshop is learning how to brainstorm and learning how to generate ideas, learning how to go for quantity, learning how to think big, and learning how not to restrict yourself. The last part of today is all about bringing those ideas and turning them into reality. That's a tall order for about an hour, but you guys are going to do it. I have faith in you. And then we'll have you guys present what you've created to the class, and then we'll wrap up. Unless someone has any different ideas. So is there anything else that anyone wanted to see out of today? No. All right, so brainstorming, thinking differently, and turning ideas into reality. Okay, so I'm going to start passing out the Sharpies and the Post-it notes, okay, and then we can get going here, all right? Right, so I will let you help me with that.
You probably want to get closer together seating lines. and you'll change around, but eventually probably you'll end up in 2 teams of 3.
All right, so grab a bunch of Post-it notes, maybe half a stack, and then pass it down. So like I said, just numbers 1, 2, 3, talk to me about whatever you're passionate about. It could be computing science, it could be your pet dog, it could be the color green, whatever your heart desires. And then once you're done writing that down, just put your pen down so I know you're ready, and then we'll start brainstorming, brainwaving. Get my timer going here. Okay, and once you've finished writing things down, find a partner.
Yeah, this doesn't have to be like a lifelong partner, just a transition. It's not like a really important decision.
It's more of a 2-minute partner kind of thing.
Yeah, so anyone would be suitable to be your partner for 2 minutes.
Okay. Does anyone need more time? Does anyone need more time? All right, find a partner and then find something to talk about. I'll just roam around. All right, and your time starts as soon as Gozel's done writing now.
I guess that's I'm very distressed because I'm in a great state.
Why can you tell me?
I don't know. I'm in. That's your first year. Yeah, I finished it a year and a bit ago.
No, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
So yeah, usually when I'm not on mood, like a good mood, so yeah, I start cooking. It doesn't matter what you ask for, like everything. Usually, like I'll do it with my best, but it's just like I'm not able. So yeah, but usually when I have this, I also do the cooking. I'm like I'm happy. Yes. It's usually end up to be really bad. Like yeah, I love it.
What's your favorite writing?
I'm Iranian, so basically everything is based on rice, soup.
Yeah.
So you have about 30 seconds left, so start winding down those conversations. All right, you guys, and that's time. And if this feels unsatisfying, it's supposed to be. But it's there to stimulate interest in your fellow teammates and classmates. And if you have interesting conversations, you can continue them after. So find a new partner and switch around.
Switch around.
Leanna, you looked really, really chagrined right now.
We learned something new.
That's awesome. All right, and go. Seconds left. And that's time. And for the last round, and go. About 45 seconds left, you guys. Keep going. You have 45 seconds. 38 seconds.
I think I can get it.
Before it snows, it's like I don't care about it. Yeah. Usually do things
because I got into it too late. Like if I actually got into it,
Can I take a picture of the first day quiz, Kim? That's really awesome.
So they're running the blank.
All right, you guys, and that's time. How did that feel? Mildly unsatisfying? Like you wanted to? Very unsatisfying. You can put that on my eval. You need more time. That's exactly what we wanted you to feel, deeply unsatisfied. Was it because you didn't have enough time to kind of probe deeper and you found each other somewhat interesting at least? Yeah? All right, so this is kind of like show and tell time. Who learned something new in the past 6 minutes? Anyone? Max kind of did. Sai kind of did. No one. Matthew kind of did. Did anyone learn anything new about the people you're surrounded by? Oh, so we all learned something new. All right. Let's just go down the row starting with Ghazal. What did you learn?
I learned that Max and Sai, they both like money, and also Sai like philosophy.
Okay.
And talking about like different philosophical subjects.
Cool.
And I also learned one thing that I didn't learn was his name. It was his name. Yeah, and learned that Jason, although he's not a computer student, like same to me, but he likes computer problems and reading stuff.
Awesome. Jason, what did you learn?
I learned that Sai themselves a big employee fan. So
That Sai is what?
a big employee fan.
Oh, okay. Sai, you're all over the place. Carry on.
And also, he looked up because a lot of people are into running. It's something I should really get into.
Awesome. Max?
This guy's also running, obviously. There's also a running group on campus, so that's cool.
There's a running room on campus?
Yeah.
Really? Where?
Everywhere. Like this is a student group that exists, so we like anyone's free to join.
Oh, not like a running room store.
No, like the running group.
Oh, a group. Okay. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Perfect. Carry on.
I didn't know that was a student group. Yeah. I also think that there's something such as old school medical techniques. I need to figure out what that is. I don't know. I wasn't following.
Old school science, not medical.
Old school science.
Wait, so you're like you're legitimately drilling holes into people's heads when they have headaches? Like, all right, we'll have a discussion after class. Psych, go on.
Apparently nothing really goes well when you're sad or depressed. Jason unfortunately is trying to go back to sports after his knee injury, so I wish him best of luck. Yeah, we both play that, so that's cool. We pretty much only talked about running, but we figured out that we both like running in the 5 to 10 kilometer range.
So do I. It's a good range.
Tell me that.
All right, Matt.
Maps did his degree in genetics going to computer science. Obviously, because we have the same cooking abilities. Well, it comes out better than when she cooks, so she's happy.
Awesome. And Leanna. That guy.
He is in genetics, but he was like since he was younger, so he knows what to do.
One of you's in genetics. Max is in genetics. Okay, cool.
I guess go back change the education system. That's pretty interesting.
Awesome.
This education, 3 points, and that's really interesting, of course. There's a lot of attention to work with.
No worries. All right. So you guys, in the interest of keeping things on time and moving us along, we're going to go to the second part of the exercise. So now you guys are going to branch off into groups of 3 now that you're a little bit more familiar and comfortable with each other. And we're going to talk about idea generation. Okay. And we're going to go by IDEO rules. So IDEO is a world famous design company, and the way they create and brainstorm and design is really interesting. And they really promote free flow brainstorming, but they have 7 rules around free flow brainstorming to help guide that. Okay, so I'll leave this up here once I've told you what you're brainstorming on. Okay, but their ideas basically, or their rules, are deferred judgment. So there's no dumb ideas. You know, even if there's legitimately an idea that you would say, well, that's impossible, that defies, you know, the laws of physics, deferred judgment. That's not what brainstorming is about. It's about going for volume and putting ideas down on paper, okay? And so I want you to build off each other's ideas, encourage wild, out there, crazy, future, far-thinking ideas. Don't talk over each other, have one conversation at a time, okay? Build on one idea. So if Leanne says, we should build a spaceship, then Matt's gonna say, we should build a spaceship that'll take us to Alpha Centauri, and then Sai's gonna say, we should have it powered by photon sails, and then you're building off each other's ideas. And that's actually being done today, if you guys wanna look into that, okay? Be visual. I'm not artistic. Some of you maybe. Some of you might love drawing stick figures. Draw if you want. You have lots of colors. You have lots of Sharpies out there. And like I said, this is an exercise in volume. So I'm going to hand out poster board to each group. And your job, once you're done brainstorming, is to cover all the white with Post-it notes. Okay? So what are you guys brainstorming on? Okay, so you have a choice of 5 topics, okay? So I want you to pick one of those, and over the next 10 minutes, I want you to brainstorm around either things that really should exist but don't, so a hoverboard that will take you from school to class to home and back. Maybe pet peeves, the greatest challenges in the world, the greatest trends and technologies in the world, and ways to positively impact small to large groups of people. So from 10 to 100 to 1,000 to 1,000,000 to 100 million people. Pick one of those topics, get yourselves in groups of 3, and I will hand out the poster board and grab a ton of Post-it notes. Alrighty? Your time starts in 2 minutes. There should be no white space left at the end of this.
We could do like a bunch of different things that really should exist.
Yeah, just pick one of the 5 topics and brainstorm around it.
Or we could like pick a thing that should exist.
Alrighty guys, I want to see no white space in 10 minutes. I believe in you. If you have questions, just ask. I'll be hovering, floating, kind of drifting around.
Fuel, environmentally friendly fuel.
DOF.
Degrees of freedom.
I gotcha. The DOF.
The DOF.
All right. I don't know what you kids are into these days. DOF.
So environmental sensor inside the body or like So like one thing my friend was talking about in like cybersecurity is like how it could be more secure.
I would just say invisible.
Yeah, so like imagine like I don't know, you can only control the computer if it's like inside. Creepy, but secure. Secure.
All right, you guys, you have about 5 minutes left. Both doing pretty well. You've covered at least a chunk of your paper.
So like more affordable ones? Or just like what is one more thing that you want to monitor right now?
So that had a lot of fill in the blanks last term, and those are really, really unpopular. If I had to pick one bad idea that I had, it's fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
For a class like this where they feel they're being so innovative,
yeah,
and you have them fill in the blanks, and they say, this is so wrong. So anyway, so I changed it. So
that's really neat. Yeah, I meant to ask you. One of the questions I submitted for the midterm last year was like 7 uses for a paperclip or something like that.
Yeah, no.
How was that received?
That was well received.
Yeah.
You know, when I first saw it, I thought, we can't have this. You know? And then I thought, well, maybe we can. Let's try it.
Yeah.
No, and no one complained, and they all, yeah, I mean, like the better students did better. It fulfilled all the criteria for a good question, you know. It was really surprising.
I think that would be a fun, like, to do as an oral exam, just to see people's creative thinking on the spot.
That's right.
Someone goes into your body
But it'll work, you know, definitely.
All right, you guys, don't overthink this. Just go for volume. You have about 2 minutes left in this section. Oh no. I don't think my picture took.
Because it filters the oxygen.
Oh, were you thinking of anything underwater? Is that what you were thinking?
She was just
No, you just improved it.
Sure.
All right, guys, last 30 seconds here. So any burning ideas or innovations you have, throw them down on paper. Leanna's having a little too much fun.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you guys do?
This is so random.
No judgment. No judgment.
So let's write down the solutions.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, this is the same.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Do we really care? Transport.
All right, you guys, so that's time. So you guys, I don't know if you guys gave yourselves team names, but team over there, you guys chose world's greatest challenges, it looked like. And then you guys chose things that should exist. All right. So now that you've put a decent amount of ideas down on paper, I want you to take one of those ideas, one of them that seems the most challenging or the wildest or the craziest, and we are going to turn that into a business or build a business around solving a certain challenge, okay? So I've prepared a template for you guys. So these are the questions over the next 15 minutes that I want you to answer, okay? First of all, what is your idea? What are you selling? What need does it serve, or what problem does it solve? Who is going to use it? Who will buy it? How you're going to make money out of it? And what threats and hurdles you'll face? What external help you'll need to get there to create your product to make it a reality? Who you can ask for help. If you have time, name your company, make your logo. And then finally, what is the first step you need to take today to make this into reality? Okay, so I know there's a lot of questions, so to make your lives all easier, we're going to do business plan Mad Libs, okay? So basically, all the questions are in this template. I'll leave it up there for you. So at company X, we have created product name description X to solve problem Y, designed for this type of user, okay? So just to pick your idea, build your company around it, and then fill in the template. And then once we're done, we'll have you guys tell us about what you've made. And go to it.
So I'd just like to add one more thing at this point. The wildest, craziest company that was ever created here is the only one that actually really happened. So if you go back and watch that video from three and a half years ago, the idea of having an annoying noise and being able to mute it came from exactly what you're doing now. And that technology now exists. You know, those sound waves that are sort of opposite of the noise that you're trying to do. So no matter how crazy your thinking is, there's a possibility that
So I would spend no more than 2 minutes picking out what you're going to brainstorm on, because really this is about building your idea, and often people will get stuck and they'll spend 10 minutes brainstorming and realize they have 2 minutes left to build a template, which is suboptimal.
So this guy died, and they misspelled the thing, so passé passed away.
Oh no!
It's like, how would you do that?
Right?
There's one message where you can't have a typo.
Yeah. That ended a spelling bee. You can't have a typo there.
Yeah. Are there certain kinds of
So in the next minute, if you haven't decided on a topic, I'm going to come around, close my eyes, and point. Just to make sure that you guys are on task. Don't make me do that. Have you guys settled on a topic?
No.
Do you want me to close my eyes and point?
Sure.
All right.
You have nothing.
All right. Is this something?
The green one?
Okay, that wasn't anything. Let's try that. This one. Financial and economic issues or wealth.
Rising wealth inequality in first world countries.
Sure.
Just the overall idea was poverty. It was sort of just proceeding thoughts from one to the next.
I gotcha. Corruption. That's your topic. Even if you have anti-corruption robots, that's cool. That is so cool. Have you guys decided?
Yeah, we're doing it.
We're gonna
Fusion should be more popular.
Well, more like invented first.
I gotcha. All right.
So like
Go to it.
part of the
Just to keep us on time, we'll stop you guys at 3:15 so we can present, okay? And then that way you'll get out of here at 3:20 on the dot. Oh, sorry. You guys probably need that, hey? You didn't memorize it? I'll remember that. Okay, perfect. to the last few minutes here and you're kind of working your way through it and you're stuck, just first thing that comes to mind. You know, if it's, what are you guys working on again?
Fusion.
Fusion, yeah. So if it's fusion, I don't know, name it Mushroom Cloud Enterprises Inc. or something, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm saying don't change who you are, Liana. You guys are fine just the way you are. I accept you guys.
Give us some strength.
You guys doing okay here?
Yeah, so like, we technically have a market in like any energy production. Yeah.
Just over a minute left here, you guys. Last 20 seconds, you guys. And that's time. Who's not ready? All right. Team, who do we have here? Liana, Sai, Matt, get up here. So just tell us about how far you got. If you didn't get completely through, just kind of, oh, you good, you're good. All right, you guys brought the A team. All right.
Okay, at FireOn, we have created a portable fusion reactor that helps energy crisis today.
Because of the energy crisis today, designed for humanity, it will appeal to everyone because of the current limitations of energy production and the need for getting energy in isolated communities.
Okay, so some of the hurdles that we anticipate are scaling down in size because nuclear fusion reactors will not be small as we want it to be. Also, we expect, as with every invention, there will be a military interest in using it for other purposes than intended. Also, the radiation output of the machine itself will be something to worry about, especially if it's going to be portable. Some of our strengths include worldwide demand for the product because it's something that will benefit every industry, pretty much every everything that humans use today can be changed as a result. Our strengths also include that we'll partner with various companies, especially to realize the goal. Because since there will be a whole worldwide interest, everybody will want something out of it. And first step today to achieve this goal is promoting nuclear research and working together with other countries and cooperating to get all of the world's intelligence on the topic.
Well done. All right, wait. I have a question for you guys. Stay up there. So how do you anticipate the pushback from the solar and oil lobbies who are going to be super mad that you're trying to disrupt their industry?
So if we look at the current energy industry of how like clean energy works, I think traditional energy compared to like clean energy things, they still like on completely different levels. Where that competition is obviously something they're frustrated about, but they still want to collaborate and get as much support as possible. So I feel with nuclear energy too, I think we'll have stakes in all these different kinds of energy because we all have the same goal, I guess.
So you think the chairman of ExxonMobil will be cool when you say, hey, we're plotting to replace you guys?
I think they will buy stocks in our company, yes.
Okay.
I think they will buy stocks in our company. I think any energy person would want to buy stocks in our company.
So part of your business model is to be acquired by one of these giants? No?
Not a majority share.
Oh, not a majority share. All right.
We actually think it'd be cool if governments bought some of our stocks because this can also solve a lot of social problems. So
makes sense.
I think that's more remarkable.
All right, good job, you guys. Next team, you guys are up. 2 minutes. Well done, you guys. Yeah, sure.
I'll try to wait as long as I can, but it starts in 10 minutes, so I'll just have to...
Okay, yeah, I'll cut them off in a minute and a half, and then, but if you have to leave, I'm so offended. I will remember this. No, it's my fault. I started off time, so I apologize. And go. I think so, ish.
Hello.
There we go.
At iEducation Incorporated, we have created iEducation, that's spelled AI Education, and it's based on an AI-based education platform to spread information to areas where it's not available in great access, and this is due to corruption and lack of access to info to realize the corruption in both sides.
Okay. This is designed for the disenfranchised populace of the country that is experiencing the corruption. It will be appealing to Human Rights Watch and UN groups, specialized sponsored groups. We'll be working very closely with them because these groups are designed to further humanity and generally have good intentions on sharing on sides with our goals. We anticipate opposition from local government, obviously. That's the group that is corrupt.
And we will overcome them by using UN support to impose sanctions should we fail. And then some of our strengths include AI-based technologies, overcomes literacy and bursary. And we will make money by selling this tech to charities and what is this wanting to help. We provide the expertise.
The first step we need to take today to take a plan of action and achieve our goal is to identify which countries are corrupt and which countries could make best use of our powerful technology.
Good job. Well, I applaud your ambition, you guys. My question for you is, are you scared because you're essentially taking on the mob worldwide? Yeah. Okay. I mean, just, okay. As long as you recognize it, perfect. So that's time, you guys. I'm going to stick around if anyone wants to talk to me, but basically, you'll have all the slides, but today was all about learning what brainstorming is and learning about thinking in big ideas, and then learning about how to put those ideas down on paper, and then thinking about the first, next, immediate step, as well as medium and long-term plans. Okay, so you have all those slides, you have the resources at the end. If you have any questions, my email's in there, or here I am. So thank you very much, and I guess that's it for me.